We're going to look real quickly at running Behat test inside Vagrant, but at the same time spinning up your browser when you want to run the test for real. This is key because the zombie driver and other drivers that help with JavaScript sometimes are great, but they don't let you see what's going wrong. So if you're on a Mac or Linux or Windows, it should all work. On the Mac, I just have to find the IP address of the machine I'm on. And this is the machine I actually want the Safari or Firefox browser to open up, or Chrome. Once you have that, you just need to set up your YAML file that you're using for Behat. And I won't talk about any of this because there's so much documentation out there. So that the Selenium 2 driver under the Behat extensions points to that IP, that port, and then the particular path. After that, whenever you spin up Behat on your VM, Vagrant box, it will then call to that port. Now, when you hit the terminal to start with, you need to get Selenium running on your Mac or Windows or Linux box. Now, you'll see here I'm on Linux, on Mac, and I just downloaded the Selenium server. And you just run it. And it's really that easy. Give it a moment to start. This server will run on anything for Windows or Mac or Linux. So that's the easy part there. Okay, so now on the Linux box, the Vagrant box down here, you'll see I'm in Home Vagrant, and I have a shortcut to Behat with a few extra things to show it's running. Now, if I ran Behat test here, that test it would not run JavaScript related stuff because it just it just can't without using the zombie drivers and other drivers. And even though those are great, sometimes you want to open up the window so you can actually see what's going on. So we're going to run it now with this new YAML file setting so that it will actually open up my local Mac Safari. So let's just run the test. And you'll see it connect up here in a moment. See how it connected here. And then it pops up Safari here. So it's the Vagrant box talking to Selenium triggering Safari. I have a long wait on this test, so otherwise we would barely see it. So now what's really cool about that is when you pull in the Behat editor, which comes with some of the Vagrant boxes, or you can install it, you can now run this GUI editor inside the Vagrant box. It also has an ACE editor, so you can edit just freehand, so either way. And you can do your test in here, you could save your results and everything in this one place. And it connects to GitHub so you can synchronize your files. But anyways, the point is, now when you run a test here, you get the same effect. You run your test from your local Behat install, which lives inside your Vagrant box. And when you run this test, it's going to pop open a browser as well. And just give it a moment. And there's the browser. So now you can do command line and web and get the browser effect, which isn't always needed. It's just nice when you're stuck on a test and you really want to see what's going on that page.